Hello, I'm Anthony McConaughey with M12 Cigars. This is my rating of the Rocky Patel The Edge cigar, 6x52 Torpedo. Now, this is a good cigar. I'm just gonna lay it out there. It's a good cigar. It's one that I would pick up again and again and again with every tobacco shop I go to. It's gonna be one of those ones that I'm gonna fall back on. I really truly enjoyed this cigar. So, like I said in my previous video, with the rating system, from this point forward, no numbers. I'm just going to give you the raw information. You take it with it, you take and do with it what you will. But, so no numbers. So don't expect me to go into some long drawn out, I give this a 12, 22, whatever. Okay? Alright, so for starters, the appearance. The reason I like to look at the appearance of the cigar is it's going to generally tell me how much quality they put into their cigar. If the first thing you see is just a crappy cigar, you're going to immediately think this is probably if you see a crappy wrapper or a crappy wrapped cigar, you're probably going to think that this is just a god awful cigar. And that doesn't necessarily make the case, but if it doesn't have a good presentation, I doubt you're going to dive right into it. So for the appearance, they did an excellent job. They rolled this to perfection. At least the box that is in my tobacco shop, they all look the same. They just look good. It's very few veins, if any. It just had a very smooth surface to it. It just looks like they took a lot of care in wrapping the cigar. So for the appearance, top notch. Flavor. There is a bit of an aftertaste to it, but it's nothing crazy. You don't have to drink thousands of pitchers of flavored Kool-Aid to get the taste out of your mouth. Something as simple as a cup of coffee or a bottle of brandy will get the flavor away, and it's not bad at all. All right, so the aftertaste, you might have some, but it's negligible. Smoking characteristics, like I've hit on in my last review, I love a huge plume of smoke. I love it. All right, see that huge cloud? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I love that. When you can feel the smoke and it's so thick, you can feel it just graze the tip of your nose. To me, that's excellent. I love that. All right. On top of that, the ash holds really steady. All right. Now, when I wanted the ash off, it didn't just fall into my lap. I just tapped it off, and it stuck in one chunk. So, for me, that's another excellent quality to a cigar. Is that. Now, for the draw. Usually with a Torpedo cigar or any sort of figurado, sometimes you do experience a draw problem. Typically, it'll be too tight or it'll just be really loose. It can go either way. With the 3 edge cigars that I had, no problems with the draw. Actually, the draw was excellent. Okay, it only took me a couple puffs to get that thick plume. The only reason I got it real hot is to show you just how thick it gets. But here, I'll demonstrate. Now, I didn't really work that hard. Just a couple of draws, and I just had that good thick plume of smoke. Now, after about an hour, hour 20 of smoking this cigar, my jaw doesn't hurt at all. My throat right here doesn't hurt. It was just a very easy, very laid back smoke. Now, those are the things I hit on. For the overall experience, loved it. This Thanksgiving Day, I actually sat down with my family over Skype, and we all shared a cigar. Okay, and this was one of the ones I shared with them. It was just an excellent cigar. As far as endurance goes, you can set it down about the typical 30 seconds to a minute, and it'll keep going. It has average endurance. It's not like a super cigar where it stays lit for 3 minutes. I've seen some do it, and it's pretty impressive. I actually think my last review, it lasted for about 3 minutes. So overall experience, I enjoyed the cigar. It's not super heavy. It's very right. It's like perfect. I mean, I don't want to say that, but to me, this is one of those really good cigars that I would highly recommend you pick up. Now, In the state of Montana, I picked this up for about $8.40. Depending on your state and how much they hate tobacco is going to judge how much this costs. But for me, it cost me about $8.40. You can look it up online and see what it goes for average for the MSRP, and you're just going to have to accept whatever the state decides to tax on you. But overall, great cigar. I would pick it up. If you're new to cigars, this is going to be good for you. It's not super heavy, so you can actually pick this up and smoke it for the first time, and the most you'll get is probably a little bit of a nicotine buzz because it is a little stronger. It's not completely mellow, but overall, it's just an all-around great cigar for the experienced and for the inexperienced. So this is Anthony McConaughey with M12 Cigars. Have a happy Thanksgiving and have a good smoke.